Hello, good evening, everyone. Today we will take this question that came in intermediate macroeconomics paper, paper number 2. Okay, paper number 2 means semester 4. And this is a question which is based out of solo model. Let us try to see how to solve this question. This is from 2018 paper beta, right? Okay. An economy has a production function y is equal to 0.5 root K root L. What is the per worker production function? So per worker production function means I have to divide it by L. So part 1, to find per worker production function, you must divide both sides by L. So this will become small y. This will be root K. And देखो बेटा ये root L है. ये L है. तो L is nothing but root L into root L. यही तो होता है. L is nothing but root L into root L. So this gets cancelled. So this will be this. So this will be y is equal to 0.5. So this will be y is equal to 0.5 root K. This is your per worker production function. Come to the next part, beta. In terms of saving rate, S and depreciation, derive the steady state level of capital per worker, output per worker, and consumption per worker. Okay. So equation number 2. So now we know that the equation of capital accumulation कैसे लिखते बेटा? What happens, the amount of capital at period t plus 1 is amount of capital at period t plus the investment minus depreciation on the capital. यही तो होता है. Amount of capital at period t plus 1 is last year's capital minus depreciation plus investment. So this will be KT. Investment is nothing but savings minus depreciation. So this is 1 minus depreciation rate into KT plus ST. Beta, savings is some proportion of income. So it will be 1 minus depreciation KT plus SYT. This will be KT plus 1. Okay. Now we understand that we need to, हमें इसको per labor में लिखना है, right? So we need to divide this by LT throughout. बेटा population growth rate मांगा है क्या? नहीं. They are saying that you need savings rate and depreciation rate, but population growth rate नहीं दिया हुआ है. So एक बारी पहले population growth rate के साथ कर लेते हैं, then we will go ahead and just put that equal to 0. So बेटा suppose labor grows at the rate n. यहां ध्यान से देखो, look at the left hand side. This is KT plus 1. This is LT. So the periods are not the same. I have to make the periods the same. Otherwise, things are of no use. So beta KT plus 1 will be 1 plus, sorry, LT plus 1 will be 1 plus LT. So labor, we are assuming, is growing at the rate n. So LT plus 1 will be 1 plus N LT. That means that this year's labor will be last year's labor plus some growth rate of the labor, right? So if I take that into use, if I put it here, I will get KT plus 1 upon, instead of LT, if I have to find LT, it will be LT plus 1 divided by 1 plus N. So it will be LT plus 1 divided by 1 plus N. This is going to be 1 minus depreciation KT upon LT plus S YT upon LT. ठीक है बेटा, this is going to become 1 plus N. KT plus 1 upon LT plus 1 is equal to 1 minus depreciation KT by LT plus S YT by LT. This अब दोनों same period में है. So this can be written as small KT plus 1. This is in the same period, so this can be written as small KT. And this can be written as small YT. Is this clear? Okay. Now at steady state. The capital remains the same. So KT plus 1 will be equal to KT will be equal to K star. So 1 plus N K star will be equal to 1 minus delta K star plus S Y star. Right? So what will you get, beta? You will get K star 1 plus N minus 1 plus delta is equal to S Y star. So you will get K star is equal to K star by Y star is equal to S upon N plus delta. Beta, this will become your capital output ratio. K star by Y star will be S upon N plus delta. If N is 0, then steady state ये हो जाएगा S by delta. अब ऊपर देखो, from the first part, Y was 0.5 root K, right? So Y is 0.5 root K. So K star upon 0.5 root K should be equal to S by delta. So root K star will be 0.5 S by delta. So K star will be 0.5 S by delta will be this. Is this clear? So beta, you can just write this as 0.25 S square by delta. That's the answer to your second question. Okay, look at the third part. Suppose delta is 5% steady state output level per worker when S is 10%. Okay, nikal lo beta. So if delta is 5% and S is, S kitna bola tha? S was 10%? 10%. S is 10%. 0.10. 5%, 0.05. So if I just put down the values, K star will be 0.25 into 0.10 whole square upon 0.05 whole square. This will be the level that you will get, right? So if I just solve this, 0.25, 0.1, 0.1, 0.05, 0.05. इसको solve कर लो बेटा. You can go ahead and do that. चाहिए तो decimals निकाल लो. It would be easy for you. Right? Up to you. I just, sometimes in these basic questions, we go ahead and make blunders. That should not happen. That should not happen. So it will be 1. All right. Now Y star is 0.5. 0.5 root K था ना? Y was 0.5 root K. So 0.5 root K. ये हो गया 0.5 root 1. 0.5. So beta Y star will be 0.5. That is your answer to this question. It was asking output per worker. ये निकाल दिया हमने. अब consumption per worker भी निकाल लेते हैं. So consumption per worker, okay. So beta consumption per worker, C star, will be income per worker minus savings per worker. So it will be 1 minus savings rate Y star. Beta Y star तो 0.5 आया है. savings rate was 10%. So it will be 0.9 into 0.5, 0.45. This will be the answer to this question. Okay. Okay. Now let's look at the last part. What does it say? It says find golden rule steady state level of capital per stock when depreciation rate is 5%. Okay. So now we have to find the golden rule. So what is the golden rule? Golden rule is where consumption is maximized. So if you have read the solo model, you would know that golden rule takes place where MPK is equal to depreciation rate. Beta MPK is marginal product of capital, right? So if you look at part 1, हमने find out किया था that Y star is 0.5 root K star. So how will output change when K changes? It will be 0.5. Just differentiate this with respect to K. You will get 1 by 2 root K star, right? So this will be 5 by 20 into 1 by root K. ये हो गया. This has to be equal to depreciation rate. And depreciation rate is given as 5%. है ना? So 5 by 20, 1 by root K has to be equal to depreciation rate of 5%. So 5 by 20, 1 by root K has to be equal to 5 by 100. So 5 has to be equal to root K. So K star will be square root kar lo 25. Is this clear? I am just equating marginal product of capital to the depreciation rate. I am equating the two, right? So from part 1, I have found out what my output level is going to be in terms of capital. If I differentiate this, I will get marginal product. And I have to equate that to the depreciation rate. And when I do that, whatever level of K I will get, that is my equilibrium level of capital. So that's the answer to your question. So this is a full-fledged question on solo model, and a similar question can actually go ahead and come in your exam also. Okay, thank you, beta. Best of luck for your exam.